If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. The world is going wild when they call for you, and the river's running dry when it all falls through. Don't you worry about a thing, baby, I got you. Yeah, baby, I got you.
Definitely, I will try it on in my house.
Lisa.
You're still talking to me.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, and let's get it going. A few updates and something I actually forgot to cover yesterday, so we'll get to that. Also, I want to apologize. I did not realize that while I was playing the audio yesterday of the double chin piglet and his rant against Harry, aka Piers Morgan, I didn't realize that the sound quality was so bad. And even more embarrassing, I've actually figured out a perfectly easy solution to that problem. Because sometimes it's a bit hit and miss, and you got to be careful about who gives you copyright strikes and who doesn't. So that's why I don't always play the video on the screen, but I've figured out the most simple solution to get clear audio. So from now on, whenever I have to play something, I'm scared to play the full video, I will have very clear audio, and I have that for you today because we've got I've got a clip that I need to play for you. But let's get straight to it. Oh, actually, before we get to it, give me one sec. All right. First things first. Yeah, Boris Johnson's sister. So, following up from Harry's court win, the entire UK tabloid establishment have been, on one hand, well, they've been silent on the court win, but they've been very loud with their disdain in other ways. And one of those ways is getting mouthpieces. Like, is her name Rachel? Rachel Johnson, Boris Johnson's sister, to speak on their behalf. So I'm going to play a clip of what she said on LBC because it's quite interesting. And I think it just speaks for the way in which the entire tabloid press establishment are worried. They're worried about what could come. So let's just play this and then we'll discuss.
I find it hard to see who is the winner here. I mean, Prince Harry goading the press is only and forcing the press into a humiliating.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. She says forcing and goading the press, and she goes on to say into humiliating court cases. Let's just be very clear. We are talking about the tabloids here. The tabloid press, the UK tabloid press. The Jonathan Rothermere, Rupert Murdoch tabloid press. We are not talking about all of the media in the United Kingdom. Granted, the Jonathan Rothermere, Rupert Murdoch, press baron, aristo, political class control the majority of the press, certainly the most powerful outlets and biggest and most read, most influential, but it's not all of the UK press. Just the ones that most definitely need a telling off, a plonk around the head, when all they ever get for what they do is a slap on the wrist, more accountability, and some of them just need to go straight up to jail. Let's continue.
Payouts is not going to be particularly good for the Sussexes, and it's certainly not great for the press, which is on the hook. I think the total payouts for phone hacking and other illegal information gathering is up to $1 billion, and there are many.
As it should be. As it should be. In fact, it should be 2 billion. Should we ask the parents of Millie Dowler how they feel? You know Millie Dowler, the murdered schoolgirl whose phone they hacked? Should we ask the victims of terrorist attacks in the UK, how they felt about being hacked? How they felt about journalists being outside of their hospital rooms while their faces were burnt off?
More cases to try. So my point about all this is, I think we only have losers here, and it's in all our interest.
The losers are the British public and the victims of the press. That's who the losers are. The loser is the nation.
That we have a strong, vigorous, and honest press.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. And it does not include the Jonathan Rothermere, Rupert Murdoch tabloid press. It's people like Byline Times. And on a good day, because they're not exactly perfect, The Guardian and other small independent outlets. Double News is another one.
And if it was strong, vigorous, and honest, I agree that the press would have reported more on the judgment, the Prince Harry judgment that came through on Friday, than it did. It was basically a broadcast story, far more than it was a print story. And of course,
it was a story, period. It was one of the biggest stories concerning the UK tabloid press pretty much since the phone hacking scandal came out in the Levitt inquiry. So I don't know what she's talking about. Mind you, she's speaking about the tabloid press that let her brother get away with all sorts when he was Prime Minister. Partly got him elected in the first place.
Of course, the print and broadcast are in competition, so you can sort of understand that. So my question is, who wins out of this? Has Prince Harry done the press lasting damage? Do you think that?
Yes, he has done the tabloid, the Rupert Murdoch, Jonathan Watermere tabloid press some damage. Bravo, Harry. Maybe we can move forward with more press accountability going from here. This is the Leveson 2 inquiry, which we never had.
As a result of the judgment that went against Mirror Group newspapers, we're going to see some sort of state regulation of the press. I genuinely hope not.
No one's asking for state regulation of the press. No one's actually asking for that. We're actually just asking for the press to be responsible. If the press were responsible, if they didn't make their living off of sensationalism, off of ruining people's lives, if they have our political system by the balls and we actually had a democracy, there would be no need for. The fact that you're even suggesting that tells you that there's something wrong with the UK tabloid press. What people want is fairness and a responsible press. And if the press is fair and responsible, there won't be any need for any level of state intervention. There shouldn't be state intervention. Nobody sensible is asking for that. We're asking the press to be sensible by themselves. They can't do that.
I don't want the press to be in the last chance saloon at all. I want to see newspapers thrive. This is my industry, and I think it's in all our interests that we have a
It's your industry. Your industry, which you admitted yourself in a BBC documentary when you wrote a nasty article about Meghan, it got more clicks. This is the same woman that referred to Meghan as bringing exotic DNA into the royal household. Remember that the current king, the monarch of the United Kingdom, is also the monarch of the Commonwealth, the vast majority of which is black and brown people.
Right, and we've got the most wonderful newspapers in the world in this country. You read the newspapers in the States or in France.
Should we ask the mother of Stephen Lawrence? I mean, the fact that she can sit here and lick bum like this is, I mean, I was going to say it's unbelievable, but what do we expect? Should we ask the families of Hillsborough how wonderful the UK tabloid press is?
Very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press, and that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry.
What's entertaining about ruining people's lives? What is entertaining about ruining people's lives for the sake of clicks and views?
I love. I find it hard to see who is the winner here. I mean, Prince Harry goading the press is only...
Well, we know who the losers are. The losers are the tabloid press.
And forcing the press into humiliating payouts is not going to be particularly good for the Sussexes. And it's certainly not great for the press, which is on the hook. I think the total payouts for phone hacking and other illegal information gathering is up to $1 billion, and there are many, many more cases to try. So my point about all this is, I think we only have losers here, and it's in all.
Okay, I think it went on a bit of a loop there. But you get the point. You get the point. Sitting there and just defending the worst. Boo Boo, you're asking, who is this woman? This is Boris Johnson's sister. That's who this is. But you can't see the resemblance? I mean, she cut her hair or he grew his hair. They look exactly like each other. Right. On to the next thing. I haven't actually read it out since the court win, so I'm gonna read Harry's statement because I think it's a good follow-on from what that fool said on LBC. This was Harry's full statement, so let's break it down. Today is a great day for truth as well as accountability, indeed. The court has ruled that unlawful and criminal activities were carried out at all three Mirror Group newspaper titles, The Mirror, The Sunday Mirror, The People, on a habitual and widespread basis for over more than a decade. I'd like to thank my legal team for so successfully dismissing the sworn testimony of Mirror Group senior executives, legal department, and journalists who at least turned up to court, unlike their colleagues who were perhaps too afraid to do so. People like Piers Morgan, who would have been an utterly unreliable witness and who would have absolutely just buried everyone with his loose lips. This case is not just about hacking, indeed. It is about a systematic practice of unlawful and appalling behavior, followed by cover-ups and destruction of evidence, the shocking scale of which can only be revealed through these proceedings. The court has found that Mirror Group's principal board directors, their legal department, senior executives, editors such as Piers Morgan clearly knew about or were involved in these illegal activities. Between them, they even went as far as lying under oath to Parliament during the Leveson inquiry, to the stock exchange, and to all of us ever since. And by the way, there has been nothing stopping Parliament from reopening Leveson or holding the press accountable since. Nothing's been stopping them, other than the fact that Rupert Murdoch and Jonathan Rothmere has them by the balls. Okay, I'm just going to go to the end of this, where it says, I respectfully call upon the authorities, the financial regulator, the stock market, who are deliberately deceived by Mirror Group, and indeed the Metropolitan Police and prosecuting authorities to do their duty for the British public and to investigate bringing charges against the company and those who have broken the law. Today's ruling is vindicating and affirming. I've been told that slaying dragons will get you burned, but in light of today's victory and the importance of doing what is needed for a free and honest press, it is a worthwhile price to pay. The mission continues. Thank you very much. And thank you to Harry. United Kingdom does not deserve you. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about Harry. This isn't just about celebrities. This is about everyone. Now, Piers Morgan has obviously he went on a rant after the court decision came out, and he seems hell-bent on perpetuating this narrative that Harry is destroying the monarchy. And what I actually think is going on here is that I think the tabloid press have decided that if they go down, the monarchy is going to go down with them. They're not going to go down by themselves. And this is why I say, Republicans, anti-monarchists, you don't need to do anything. Just let the girls fight. Because the press are so vindictive that they will destroy the monarchy to save themselves, or destroy the monarchy if they are not protected, that you never even have to have a referendum. And what is even more confusing to me is just over a week ago, Piers Morgan was outing Kate and Charles as bigots. He rinsed that whole situation with the mistake in the Dutch translation of Endgame, a full explanation of which I don't think we still actually have. He rinsed it, and now he's acting like his second name is Mountbatten Windsor. Piers Morgan Mountbatten Windsor, highly offended on behalf of the royal family because Harry won his case. So I'm even confused about what exactly is going on with Piers Morgan. How do you, on one hand, decide that you're going to be the one to name the royal bigots, and not only that, he dragged Kate's name into it when nobody was really checking for Kate. And now today, you're so offended on behalf of the royal family because Harry won his case? I mean, what is even going on with this guy? And what's going on between him and the royal household? I'm gonna get it for tomorrow, but there's that clip I think he was on Extra TV or something, where he says that members of the royal family reached out to him and said thank you for standing up to Harry and Meghan. I mean, there's only so many members of the royal family, so we know who it was. And as Miss Pam Keith, who's an attorney from the US, said, for the record, if Piers Morgan was not called to testify by lawyers for the Mirror Group, it's because he would have been a liability to the case. He was a key and material witness. If MGN didn't call him, it's because there are serious issues with his credibility. Indeed. We haven't heard the last of this, I don't think. Somebody's going to start quacking. Do you know how many people have a vendetta against Piers Morgan? A lot. The secrets will only protect you for so long. Right. Go to some of your comments and then I will move on to the next thing. Yes, Karen, Harry's statement was well thought out and hit every single mark. Indeed. JK, you said Harry is the prince of the realm and it is his solemn duty to slay dragons and protect the people of the lands. Well, as someone who grew up in the United Kingdom, you were told that the UK is a constitutional monarchy. The monarchy holds the government accountable, government holds the monarchy accountable. Like there's like a balance of power. This is actually the first time I'm seeing that in action. Because the truth is that, for the most part, they're in bed with each other. By the way, I have not watched The Crown. I don't feel motivated to watch The Crown. I probably will eventually, because the second half seems to be getting a lot more chatter than the first half. And partly because of the ridiculous casting. Can somebody please explain to me, what is this? The creators of The Crown need to be arrested. Arrest them with Piers Morgan. Because what is this? This is who they chose to play Harry. And it's like they didn't even try with the styling here. What is this? Who is responsible for this? Let yourself be known. This is so on one side you can see what Harry actually looked like in 1998. I mean, why did they give the actor a bowl cut? I don't understand. Also, I saw this. Who remembers Sasha? Sasha, who decided to name herself as the lady who took Prince Harry's virginity when nobody asked her, and then decided to act like a victim when nobody even knew her name. But yeah, the Prince Harry who they cast for The Crown, I mean, they're trolling, right? Lex, thank you for the super chat. You said he outed Kate for Camilla and Charles. He didn't want Tampon to go down by himself. He also deflected for Ipso not to investigate him, calling for Harry and Meghan to be offed. Okay, that's an interesting theory. Thank you for that, Legs. Rochelle, Piers knew about the verdict on December 1st. Check the court document. Yeah, we spoke about this yesterday. I think someone definitely leaked. Ginger Lily, Piers Morgan revealed Kate and Charles' names are very different. That's what I think it is. I think Piers Morgan, on the one hand, the royals are trying to use him, and he's also using the royals. The problem is that the devil you feed is the devil that's going to eat you. Because at the end of the day, Piers Morgan cares about himself and himself only. And I agree with you, Ginger Lily. Sometimes the conspiracy isn't actually that complicated. I think he just did it for ratings. Because the last time he probably got ratings that high was when that Wish.com pit bull and his delusions of Bugatti grandeur, Andrew Tate, was on his show. That's probably the last time he got ratings that big. Yasmin, you said these entitled people who continue to think their voices are the only ones that should be telling people's stories their way. The press damage themselves by their dishonesty, not Harry. Indeed. I wish I could give you a super chat for that comment, Yasmin. Brilliantly said. Hi, Robert Collins. Thank you for joining us from Rome. Absolutely loved Rome. It's one of my favorite cities that I visited. Would love to go back. Okay. Last thing I wanted to end on was, where is it now? Oh yes, this. One sec. Alright, okay, sorry. Let's start with this, and then we'll go on to the other thing. I'll finish with the other thing. The Kensington Palace bots are still alive and well. Here you can see 3 different accounts that have tweeted this picture and news article with the caption, Prince William determined to protect Kate Middleton at the latest joint royal engagement. 3 different accounts, and probably more. So the bot accounts and the bot farm is still alive and well. The question is, who is paying this bot farm? Who has been paying them for years now? And what is their agenda? So they've gone from just bashing Harry and Meghan to now also trying to prop up Kate and William. One day we're going to find out what all of this was about, who was behind it, and how much money they were spending. Because someone is paying for this. I'm actually going to research how much does it hire to hire a bot farm. Should we crowdfund for the Sussex Squad? Start one ourselves? Okay, let's end on this brilliant article by Baroni Gordon. Now, she did an interview with Prince Harry. I believe she actually went to the Montecito Castle and interviewed him there. And we got a lot of details in that interview, actually. I think this is the one where he actually revealed that he had an extra, 400 pages in spare. So she's wrote this. Piers Morgan's notion of Harry's plot to bring down the monarchy is ridiculous. The misery that Prince Harry has been through is unthinkable. Far from scheming against the royal family, the Duke is looking for peace. Indeed. Whatever your thoughts on Prince Harry, cast them aside for a moment and imagine your own adolescent son, nephew, or grandchild. Imagine that just weeks before his 13th birthday, his mother is killed in a crash, and he is made to walk behind her coffin through the streets of London with hundreds and thousands of people lining the pavements and watching him. Imagine that a year later, he starts secondary school under the watchful bulbs of 100 paparazzi. Imagine him spending his formative years under constant surveillance from a security detail protecting his physical life and a tabloid press grimly fascinated with his personal life. Imagine details of his first proper girlfriend being splashed across the front pages. Imagine his heartbreak when he learned through the press that she is about to dump him. Wow, I didn't actually wow. Imagine what it would be like for this son, nephew, or grandchild to realize that what little privacy he had was somehow being penetrated by the country's media, leaving him suspicious and cynical of everyone around him, even his closest friends. Imagine him learning that strangers had been listening to his most personal correspondence. Imagine him experiencing all of this, and then, when he has the guts to rise up and speak out about it, imagine him being vilified and mocked and treated like a pariah. You can't, can you? It's like something out of a science fiction novel or an episode of Black Mirror. Even contemplating it is enough to make your skin crawl, your hands clammy. It is just so unthinkable. I remember mentioning this to Prince Harry one of the first times I met him back in 2017. I can't imagine what you went through, I said. You can't even begin to imagine, he replied, perfectly calmly. But now we have an idea. Most of us would be left at the very least with lasting trust issues. A fair few of us might have sustained some serious psychological damage, and yet critics of the Sussexes, usually from the very section of the media Prince Harry has just won damages from, often accuse a couple of wallowing in victimhood. It is like turning around to someone who has had their home repeatedly targeted by burglars and criticizing them for being hysterical. The truth behind Prince Harry's actions is far less exciting than some people would want us to believe. It comes not from wanting to bring down the monarchy, but from wanting to help protect future generations from what he went through. The notion voiced by Piers Morgan this afternoon that Harry is in Montecito plotting is as ridiculous as it is fanciful. The reality is he's hanging out with his wife and 2 young kids, looking forward to spending Christmas with them. One would hope that this ruling might actually deliver some peace this festive season, or at the very least elicit some sort of apology. That it has instead caused more petty mudslinging tells you all you need to know about why the Duke of Sussex thought he had to go down this route in the first place. Indeed. Indeed. And how anyone can still be following, listening to Piers Moron is just beyond me. Don't understand it. All right. I'm going to end with your comments. Thank you so much as always, folks. Really appreciate you showing up every single day. Thank you so much, Lauren Hamburg, for being a member for 19 months. No worries. I thought it was a fantastic article too, and I had to read it. Let's see. If you're just joining us, sorry, we are wrapping up, but you can watch the replay. Brenda, you said, seems like those tabloids are trying to bring the monarchy down, not Harry. Exactly. The way they're behaving, that's what's going to bring down the monarchy. This never had to come to where it is now. All they had to do was take accountability and say sorry. But no, they don't want to do that. Too stubborn. They will be the architect of their own demise. All right, folks, I'm going to end it there. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. I shall see you tomorrow. Ciao.
If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, I know. Keep coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the rules, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the rules, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, I know. Keep coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the rules, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the rules, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. The world is going wild and they come for you. true.
Hello, my royal diamonds. Thank you so much for tuning into the Duchess of Success podcast. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment on the video to help the algorithm find us. It is my pleasure to bring you all of the royal tea, honey. And if you would like to donate to the channel, please check out the links in the description box. All of your donations help to keep the channel running. Thank you for your support, and remember, you don't need a crown to be royal. We are all queens.